My dad died last Tuesday, and I'm usually really good at knowing what to say during these. But I wanted to make a video. It's been a bit, and I kind of just fell off the grid for a minute. And I wanted to make a video about how my bullet journal helped me with Dad dying. So it's not what you think. At least I doubt it. I um I have a hard time with really strong emotions. I'm overly dramatic, and I this happened when my mom died too. I get easily confused. I don't know how to make decisions. I don't know what I want, and I struggle with depression in the winter as it is. So it so that comes up, and so I took some time off work. I'm really fortunate to be able to do that, and you would think that like the way my bullet journal helped me during this time was through reflection and that sort of thing. But I want to show you um, exactly what I used my bullet journal for in the time since Dad died. Dad died on the 7th, and usually I write. Uh, usually I write like what I do every day uh, as a memory, right? So Dad died on the 7th. And then, by the way, this is literally the first time that I'm opening my bullet journal. Yeah, this this is the first time I'm opening my bullet journal since it looks like the day of the funeral, the day of the wake. And before that, only a couple times. Anyways, I'm beating around the bush. I'm not making a very good video. Let me show you. My point is that when Dad died, I didn't feel the need to keep everything in my bullet journal. I didn't do dailies. I just stopped. The dailies just stopped. The last time I did a daily was the 4th, and today is the 16th. And it's that issue of going internal instead of like, I don't know, using the tools that are available. I think some people would benefit incredibly from like journaling during that, and maybe I could have too, but I didn't. And but this is my point. When my stepmom and I, Colette, had to meet with Tony from the funeral home, and I needed to take some notes on what we were going to be doing. I did that. I have a collection for services and things I might put in the eulogy. And then I also had a day there where I just needed to be distracted, so I sold a bunch of games, board games, and so I have a collection for that. And I just made a bunch of sales on Facebook, $5 a game, which maybe I wouldn't have done if I wasn't grieving. Maybe I would have tried to make money, but I just wanted the people coming and taking things from my house, and I just wanted it to happen, and so I sold everything for really cheap. And then when I had to write his eulogy, I used my bullet journal, and I used it to make notes for the eulogy. I wrote a song for him too. Our family has a tradition of writing songs, and that was a phone call coming in, for special events, and we take like a bicycle built for the two or the ghost of John or whatever, and we make different lyrics. So I took like We Three Kings and I made a song for him. I didn't use my bullet journal for that. My point is, my bullet journal was exactly what I needed it to be when I needed it, and nothing more and nothing less. And I'm not going to beat on myself, because here's what we do, right? I'm not going to beat on myself because I didn't keep up my bullet journal after my dad died. That's crazy. I had enough going on in my head as it was. And even though maybe I would benefit from journaling at that time, and I thought about journaling, I didn't. So I'm not going to beat myself up about that either. There is so very little should about bullet journaling to me. It is a tool that I benefit from. If I don't do it, maybe I don't benefit. But my life wasn't made worse because I didn't keep daily logs after Dad died, and I regret nothing. I I think there's something to be said for self care here, and I don't know if I can relate this to bullet journaling properly or not, but I want to bring it up. It We have a tendency when things go wrong, our self care bottoms out, right? We don't take as good care of ourselves, and you know, it's not a good time to try to figure out how to do better when things are going really wrong. That's why there's so much value in trying to take good care of ourselves when things are right, because then we have somewhere to fall to, right? Like wherever we're at on a normal day, we're going to go down when things are rough. I think that's just nature. And so if we're already kind of down, if we're already not taking care of ourselves, then whatever is happening in our lives that's hard, the death of a family member, we can make it worse by having not taken care of ourselves. And when we go down, there's not much further to go, and we get into self harm or self detriment, and then we crap on ourselves about doing that, and get into a case of the shoulds about I should be doing more, whatever, I shouldn't be treating myself this way, I should be handling this better. And so it's like a triple threat, it's like a triple slam, right? The thing we're suffering from, the loss of self-care that's almost inevitable, and then us beating on ourselves. So I wasn't going to add a fourth thing. Well, I didn't give myself a hard time. My self-care is not great, but it's not bad. I sleep relatively well, I eat relatively well. We're okay. I'm in a position where I can take time off of work, but I know that which is today, this is, I swear to God, this is like the first time I'm actually opening the book, but I know that Tony from the funeral home, his card is here, and that somebody had tried to get a hold of me while I wasn't at work and threw this card in my box there. So I have that. And here's the Wi-Fi password for the funeral home. This is what my BuJo's for. I have a place to put all of this stuff, and I just felt it was important. I'm a huge fan of BuJo's. Bullet journals are tools, and they can definitely make our lives better. And now that I'm done with the heavy part of grief, I know there's more to come, but when I go to open my bullet journal back up, all my stuff is there. Whatever I missed was there. I'm okay. I can pick up where I left off, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to feel bad about having a big blank spot on my memory page where I will know exactly what the hell was going on when I look at this some other point. And I think that's the point in and of itself, is that now I'm ready to use my bullet journal again as a tool to decide what I want to be doing with my time, instead of just kind of sitting around and thinking about Dad and not knowing what to do with myself for a few days. I think we're just about done with that, and I'm ready to move on. So I just thought I would share that with you and sort of reassert my existence on the global interwebs. And yeah, I'll put a link. If this is on YouTube, then I'll put a link below to the video of my dad's funeral. I got to eulogize him, which was an absolute a huge privilege and honor. And I hope I did him justice. I was told that I did, so that's good. But I'll put that there for you to see too. And thank you in advance for, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of, maybe there won't be a lot of comments saying I'm sorry for your loss. There's a lot of that happens. But yeah, take it easy. Your bullet journal's a tool, so is mine, and it is here for me exactly as I need it to be through these trying times. Mediocre video, maybe, but yeah. All right, guys, I'll see you later.